So there's a good chance I might be moving to America, and if I do, I would definitely want a firearm for home defense for sure. Especially if I lived in a state where you can own firearms, I would definitely want one because God forbid someone bursts into your house in the middle of the night. They're armed. They want everything that you've worked for. Your family is with you. What are you going to defend yourself with? Like the butter knife? Like, what are you going to do? So I would definitely want something to defend myself. But the question is, what would it be? Because I know nothing about firearms at all. Like here in the UK, I think only farmers are able to own them. And that's for like getting rid of pests and vermin and things like that. Extremely highly regulated. But like regular people just cannot own them. So I know nothing about them. So what would be the best options to go for? Like if and when someone like me, a complete novice, just wants to protect himself.
Today on PewView, we're going to be going over my top picks for a home defense gun. Woo!
Damn!
Now, before we get started, a home defense gun is very subjective. It matters who you are as a shooter.
That guy was unloading. Jesus.
It matters.
I wonder how much he spent on rounds just in that like 30-second clip we just saw.
How many people are in your family and the layout of your house. And it also matters where your neighbors are. You can't really just see this video or a cool guy in a movie and say, that's it, that's the home defense gun for me. So let's talk about who you are as a shooter. What gun do you train with the most? What are you the most comfortable with? If you had to grab a gun in the middle of the night, drool on your face, half a chub, your left arm's asleep, what gun can you manipulate with your eyes closed? Now for me,
half a chub.
In my layout, I can see you coming a mile away. I have a good security system. I have dogs that let me know and give me time to prepare. So I have the, you're trying to get into my house gun, you're in my house gun, and you're in my room gun. So first off, I do have children, so I can't just leave guns locked and loaded laying around, so I do have to put them in safes. I use stuff that's just a quick fingerprint or a quick code that I can easily get to my firearm. Safety comes first, especially with children, but that being said, it is important to have a good security system and a good plan A before plan B.
Absolutely. Having them in a safe, like compulsory, like any firearms owners in the comments, where do you keep yours, especially if you've got kids, like young kids around, because they just cannot under any circumstances get to it, can they?
Let's go shoot this Staccato P, and then I'm going to tell you why I chose this right after we thank today's sponsor. That sponsor is going to be Core. Enjoy working and creating new firearms. Go hit the link down in the description below. Thank you, SDI. Now let's go shoot this thing. All right, home defense choice number one, the Staccato P. This thing,
I think it looks good. It's relatively small. It's not going to be like hard to sort of get a hold of if you're half asleep.
Thing is done up by Vulcan Machine Works. I got the stippled grip, the flat face trigger, the ports, the Cerakote, the little PewView, and of course the Brownells thing over here on the slide. Now the reason I go with the 2011 platform is because I'm really efficient with it. This is my natural point of aim. This is something that I've spent countless hours on, hundreds of thousands of rounds through. This is something I can take apart, put together in the dark. I can clear malfunctions. I can point shoot with it. This is something that I would trust. Now this being ported, I can just see the comment sections going wild about how you shouldn't shoot ports or comps at night or indoors. I can understand not wanting to shoot a port or a comp indoors because it is loud, it's concussive, but as far as the flash in the middle of the night, that's kind of a common misconception.
So it's really loud, is it? Like unsafe for your ears if you've not got like those noise cancelling things on?
Doesn't exactly happen the way you think it does. And second of all, I'm used to the concussion. I already have tinnitus. The guy breaking into the house is probably not going to be used to that flashbang or the concussion. It's not really going to bother me. Second thing, a good flashlight. It is really important to have a good flashlight, especially when it's pitch black in the middle of the night. You're going to want to be able to positively ID whoever's coming into your house. You never know if it's friends or family or some drunk guy stumbling into your house at 2 o'clock in the morning and you maybe don't want to cause harm to them. You want to be able to identify them. For me, I trust the Surefire X300 on all of my pistols. It's good illumination. I know this thing is going to work. I know I can beat the shit out of it and it's still going to keep going. Good flashlight is very important. I also am running a red dot on here. here. I'm going to be honest, iron sights is just fine, especially for in the middle of the night. You're really close. You probably don't need a red dot. It's actually probably going to do you more harm than good, because then you're going to swim around and find the red dot. But for me, I'm able to point shoot it. Now, obviously, for home defense, I do not.
How much do one of these cost, though? It doesn't look cheap. And I've got no way of knowing, like, how... 500? 1,000?
I put in FMJs in my gun. That's stupid and irresponsible. FMJs over-penetrate, and you can hit somebody you don't want to hit. I use Federal HST, 124 grain. I also use a 22-round magazine, because if you're using something as small as 9mm, you want a lot of shots on target as quickly as possible. And the 2011 is probably the best platform to make that happen, for me anyways. Now, a lot of people in the comments are also going to say stuff along the lines of 9mm is not enough to stop a perp trying to break in your house. It's not exactly my point. My point is to stop the threat from causing harm to me or my family. I'm not exactly trying to kill them. Whether that guy dies or not is between him and Jesus. I'm trying to get him the fuck out of my house. Hypothetically, there's a guy sitting right here, and I want to empty my...
And that's quite a good distinction to make, because some people would just be trying to, like, end the person, right? You know, whereas maybe you don't want to just completely... end them, you just want them to stop.
My mag as fast as I can, poke as many holes in that body as possible. So, of course, we got to do a bill drill. Or something. See, that's what happens in the middle of the night when your adrenaline is dumping and you see somebody that can cause harm to you or your family. Adrenaline dump. Ammo down range. 12 rounds in 1.74 seconds.
Crazy.
10 split, 11 split.
And was that him pulling the trigger all that time, or is it like semi-automatic?
Don't try to steal my fucking donuts. All right, so you're also going to want to be pretty good at doing transitions, because if somebody is going to break in your house, the chances of them being alone are slim to none. Scumbags tend to travel in groups. At minimum, if they're all three looking at me, I'm going to at least want to put 2 on each body. So 1, 2, 3. We're hypothetically 3 guys are trying to break in and steal my donuts. How fast can I put 2 rounds on all 3 of them?
Wow, that was rapid.
I can't weed. In the middle of the night.
You would not want to break into this guy's house. Absolutely not.
The chances of your arm being asleep are actually quite high if you sleep like I do. So, 1 hand bill drill. .148. I can't shoot with my left, but you never know. 178. Man, I hope my right arm is never asleep. I think you guys get the point of what it means to have a home defense gun. I'm going to stop talking so much and just go through it so this isn't a half an hour long video. Option number 2, a good 12 gauge shotgun.
Now this thing just looks hella intimidating. It looks big. It's probably loud as hell as well. I know there's probably guys in the comments like, Kabir, that's not big. I mean, to me, it looks really big.
That doesn't mean it's got to be semi-auto. A good cheap $300 Remington 870 pump action will do fantastic if you have buckshot inside of it. Running ammunition like buckshot, you also got to consider your walls. This does penetrate drywall, 2x4s, insulation fairly well, and the spread is not so controllable. So if you live in a tight house, close neighbors, your kids are right on the other side of the place that you're going to have to shoot, this may not be the best option. My ammo of choice is Federal double-aught block. If you're a hunter and if you've ever used this, you know why this is my ammo of choice. Now this right here is the Raider S4 12 gauge shotgun. I go with semi-automatic because it's fast and this thing is proven to be pretty damn reliable. So this is essentially a 7+1. We got one ghost loaded, so we got 8 rounds of double-aught buck in here.
This thing looks expensive as well. I mean, like, it's got to be well over 1,000 for sure, right? Well over. Wow.
Fast, it's reliable,
it's
and
quick.
It delivers a lot of energy downrange. I also have a Surefire Mini Scout up here. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and bitch about how far it is backwards, and it's going to cast a giant shadow. If it's pitch black, all I need is a slight illumination so I can identify the target and be able to see good enough to play shots. So this being a 12 gauge shotgun, you probably don't need multiple rounds on target. I mean, go until the threat is no longer a threat.
Yeah, I mean, surely just one of those rounds hitting somebody, they are not moving. Like especially because I think buckshot, does it like, it spreads, like it's not just one thing. It like So if you aim that at somebody's leg, that leg's coming off, right?
But the chances are low. 12 gauge is pretty efficient. We're going to go one shot, all 3 targets at about 12 yards, because hypothetically in a house, you're not going to be much further than that.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Good, reliable 12 gauge would be my #1 go-to for home defense. Of course, depending on where you live, you got to make sure it's right for you, but if it is, 12 gauge all day.
12
All
gauge.
right, so home defense gun #3. A good old AR-15, a SCAR, a BRN 180, something with the standard capacity magazine, just in case you can't hit a damn thing and there's a whole bunch of them. Good option to have that's like decently close to you, something that's locked away if you have children, but easily accessible to you. So for that, I go with the SCAR 15P. This is chambered in 5.56, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, short-barreled gun, it's not going to have as much penetration. It's kind of the point. 77 grain, shorter barrel, not as much penetration, super loud, super concussive. It's scary barking in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I mean, this thing, it looks like it's out of Call of Duty. Like, this thing looks like some futuristic, like, you know, soldier weapon. Like, if you ran into someone's house and you saw this guy carrying that, I mean, you're just going to run the other way, surely.
And it's super reliable. It's a SCAR. I mean, it's a piston-driven system. These things are going to work. Also, got the Surefire Mini Scout and the EOTech on top of it. Now, this thing is loaded up with 77 grain, so it does tumble upon impact very good. I'm not super concerned about the over-penetration with a 77 grain bullet out of a 7-inch barrel. But I'm not going to be shooting towards neighbors. I'm lucky enough to have a cornfield in my backyard. I don't have to worry about that. This may not be the best option for you, though. Fast, obnoxious, reliable, SCAR 15P.
That thing is
So
insane.
same concept with the BRM 180, except this is chambered in 300 blackout. So you can have that subsonic ammunition, a heavier grain, slower moving bullet, less penetration, less noise. 300 blackout is a solid option. And this is also just one of my favorite guns.
Oh my God.
Fast, accurate, reliable. Oh, just so we're clear, my battery is dead in the MRO. I'm just going off of nothing here. But also kind of my point. It's something that I am familiar with.
His targets, are they like solid steel? Are they stopping the bullets, or are the bullets going through?
Able to point shoot. I don't need a red dot from this distance, house distance. Also, Surefire Mini Scout. So conclusion, I'd say have a good plan A, meaning a good security system, good lighting, a good lock on your doors. Dogs certainly help. For plan B, the caliber and gun is going to be very specific to you, your layout, the kids' rooms, your neighbors. It's very specific to you and where you live. It's not one gun fits all. We wish it were that easy.
Great video. Very interesting. I mean, out of all of those, if I had to pick one, and as he said, the 12 gauge shotgun looks to be the best balance. I think it was surprisingly quick. Like when he was firing off the shots, they were surprisingly quick. I thought he would have to reload, you know, pull it back and all of that stuff. But yeah, like, and the intimidation factor, I think, just one look at that, you are not, like, as a burglar or a home invader, you are just not going to want to continue on this mission of theft. Like, you are going to want to escape because that thing is big. It looks mean. It looks scary. The rounds coming out of it are humongous. Yeah, probably that one. But to be honest, all of them looked really cool. All of them look cool. Dude, I just want to get out to America and get to a range, honestly. I just really want to, you know, like do that. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and check out the video I'm going to link right below this one. See you there.